scoring the ball at the clip that I want to, but like I mean, doesn't really matter at this point. You know, winning by a lot, I don't really care about that. I've always been a scorer. I knew I was gonna have a big night at some point. Glad it was tonight, and I'm glad we won. But, the start always helps.
How about interior defense? It looks like tonight, and as well as the first two games, you guys are altering a lot of shots inside. How have you kind of seen that?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of athletic guys on the floor, so we can kind of do a lot of that stuff. Philip's really mobile, so he can switch out on guards and he can do a lot of stuff there. And then obviously Chris, myself, Peyton are all pretty good. Can do a lot of that stuff too. So I think we just have a lot of long athletic guys that can do a lot of different things offensively and defensively.
Not that past teams couldn't do a variety of different things offensively, defensively, but just with this group, it seems like you guys can just do so many different things and so many different lineup combinations that maybe some of the past teams haven't. I mean, what have you seen just early on from this group through two games in that regard?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys that can play. We got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things. Lineup with Tony is relatively new. Tony at the point, meaning kind of putting Peyton in that first group. So we're still kind of figuring each other out. That's kind of also kind of why the secret scrimmage and then the first two games were the exhibition and all those were important. Kind of before we play Seton Hall to kind of get those reps together and kind of figure that stuff out because it's always different in a game. And so coming out and doing all that stuff, getting those reps is really important.
How does it feel to be? I mean, what's ahead? Seton Hall, a major league arena, big conference, recognizable name. You ready for that?
Yeah, that's what you sign up for when you come to play at Iowa. You want to play in those marquee games, those big matchups, whether that's in the Big Ten, whether that's ACC Big Ten Challenge, or this year we get to play in the Gavitt games. I'm excited. I love going out east. Got a lot of family and friends out there, so it's a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. They have a good team, so I'm excited for the challenge.
Connor shot 1 of 2 tonight from 3, but in the first two games he's been hot from behind the arc. Have you seen anything different this year?
I think he's more confident, and he's making a lot of them. Like in practice, he's making a ton of them. So I think he's more confident, and that the stuff in practice, it translates. When you see a couple go in there, and then obviously the exhibition when he made 4 or 4 or whatever, or 4 or 5, whatever it was. That was obviously important going forward because once you do it in a game setting with lights on and everything like that, it's obviously different, and he made a lot of them, and that really helps going forward.
Patrick, with you, Connor, and Chris seemingly being the big leaders on this team, this is the first year where I feel like you really are one of those top undisputed leaders on the team. How ready are you to sort of take that next step in your leadership role as the competition starts to ramp up?
Philip's kind of in that group too, I think. Philip's really vocal and has everybody's respect. So I would put him in that group too. But yeah, it's been different. Obviously, I was leader in high school, but everybody here was. And then I had to kind of take a back seat to some guys early in my career. Last year I stepped up a little bit. We had a lot of different guys that were leaders, and this year, I'm looked at as a guy who's been here for 4 years now. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm still not like Connor's really the vocal one, the one that's always kind of communicating all that kind of stuff. I just, I'm always just trying to be there for the young guys and kind of be there like the guys that I had when I got here, guys like Riley Till, Cordell, Ryan Creener, those guys that helped me out. I want to be that to these guys. So whether it's helping them on plays, doing all that kind of stuff, that's really what I'm trying to do. And then obviously it's just different. Kind of when you've been through it. I've seen just about everything you can see at this point with the games that we've played. So just kind of easing the young guys through it and helping them because it's obviously a really big transition, and we're going to need those guys.
You were muscling up on the sideline when Ogundele scored. Are you glad he came back?
Absolutely. I love Josh. He's awesome. You can't find anything but negative to say about Josh, especially as a person. He's unbelievable. His energy's always super high. He's always a lot of fun to be around. The accent's awesome. And, I'm excited we got Josh back. He's always fun to have around.
Okay, thanks.